I had to record in the living room because my office is too cold. But if you see me with a spray bottle, it's because my dog might jump up and start barking, and I have to spray her.
Is that what you do?
Just so you know.
Does that work?
Not really, but we just started reactive dog training yesterday, so that's one of the first things we have to do.
I love that you got a chaos dog.
I don't.
not.
It's a nightmare.
Because of course you did.
Put mine this way. Okay,
Hey, you know the first thing she said is like, "Are you guys anxious people?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Dogs can really absorb that from the owners." Like, no.
Shit.
Yeah.
Already. Hey, I'm Sarah. Hey, I'm Sarah. Hey, I'm Sarah.
I'm Dan.
I'm Shane.
And welcome to What the Hell's Your Problem? The podcast where we use it as therapy for free and talk about some shit we hate.
Yeah.
Maybe our hates aren't that bad, and we try and solve a problem.
We're petty. We're a bunch of petty. We're looking for solutions.
Sometimes we just want to be bitches.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It looks like you're reading it off a slide or something.
Yeah, but like she looks like she's reading it, but then there's words missing.
But also fucking it up. Is that what you're getting
Yeah,
at?
yeah. That is what. Okay, I don't know.
If it was in front of me on paper, I can guarantee you I would be using my radio voice to read it, and then everyone would turn off because they'd be like, "What is this bull?"
Do your radio voice. Do it again, but do it in your radio voice. Keep all this in though. Do it again.
I don't know if okay, I just have to channel my radio voice,
and then I'll do it in radio voice too.
No, you'll do it in like Sunday. You'll pay for your whole seat, but just take the edge.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, I'm Sarah.
And are we doing? Am I supposed to? Hey,
sorry, I thought I was listening to Dr. Drew there for a second.
Dr. Nancy Drew.
Dr. Nancy Drew. Hey, I'm Sarah. I'm Sarah. Anyway, carry on. That's my intro. I didn't read it.
I'm gonna do it like a strip club DJ. Welcome. Everybody, turn your eyes to the stage for Cinnabuns. Okay.
Then Bon Jovi music.
You guys, we don't have a guest today. Today it's just the three of us.
Just the girls.
Castles in the sky. Just the.
Sorry about this.
What's happening?
No, sorry, I said something out loud when I meant to put it in. So.
No, that's okay. Hey, everybody. Hello, listeners. This is already an absolute shit show. We have no guests today. We're impromptu recording an episode. Hey, you guys, before we complain about anything, I want to tell you that the most magical thing happened today.
I'm already irritated. What happened?
Okay, as the listeners might not know, but it's snowing. We have snow in Victoria on the West Coast where we live. It happens once or twice a year, but we got our snow. There are 3 deer who live in my backyard. They sleep there. They hang out there quite often. And today, I looked out the window and they were loafing like a cat would. They're loafed. You know what I mean? When they put their arms in.
They're trying to keep warm.
Bro. 3 deer. 3.
Sorry.
Shane has to spray.
Hey, stop!
Shane's dog is barking.
Get away from there. Sorry. I'm sorry. This is so chaotic. I knew this was a bad idea. Stop it. It's just a dog out there. Get out of there. Sorry, Dan. Sorry. Hey. No, that's enough.
Okay. So
Shane, what's your dog's name?
Hazel.
Okay.
Hazel Marie Priestley, her name is.
I love it.
Anyway, sorry.
Tell us about your loafing deers.
Are these the
deers?
Are these the same deer that you threw the vape at?
I didn't throw it at them. I threw it well over their heads. But yes. Okay. So I went out.
So they're also high. Carry on.
Yeah. Yeah, I went. Yeah. They're all wearing Cookie Monster hats now. So anyway, I went out into the backyard and dude, I tossed a little piece of broccoli to the deer and then it ate it and then I gave it another one and it ate that and then dude, I crept up to the deer and I fed the deer. I fed it broccoli out of my hands.
From your hand?
From my hand. It ate broccoli out of my hand in my own backyard. I live in Narnia. Best day of my
You're like
life.
Snow White.
You're habituating wild animals.
I don't give a shit.
It's just broccoli. It's not like it was peanut butter.
I think what she's saying is that the deer are going to become dependent on me for broccoli, and I would like to take this time to say that I hope they do. I hope that I'm
That's okay.
Food. I hope that they can only eat when they're in my backyard and that they live back there, and that I continue to feed them and they become my pets. That's what I hope. I don't write a letter to me, call the government, do whatever you want. I don't care. I want these deer to be my children. And
honestly, you couldn't have asked for a better snow day. Like it just snowed. The deer are looking like cats. You're feeding them
broccoli, buddy. I went back out later.
Oh my god!
Fed them again. Unreal. So
that's crazy. They're not scared of you or anything.
Yeah, they're not. So it's tough for me to find anything to complain about. Sarah's husband is in the background. I really hope
Sorry. Shane's spraying his dog.
Sorry, that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
be funny if she sprayed him.
Yeah. She sprays him. She sprays him with a water bottle like you did with the dog. Out. Oh god, I love this.
I'm glad you guys had a delightful snow day because I had a bullshit snow day.
Yeah, I bet you have lots of complaints.
Well, I got tossed out of work early because everyone was freaking out.
Oh, as if you hate that. As if that's not the best. I did hate
that. I was just going to say I was grateful for that because it took me almost an hour and a half to get home, which is usually no one was moving. It was a gong show.
It's not even bad out.
There were cars abandoned. It's pretty. There's a lot of snow out here.
Isn't the highway shut down? Right.
The highway was shut down for an hour.
Yeah.
And then a car jackknifed on the old island. So both highways were at one point shut down, as far as I can figure.
Can a car jackknife? I thought
a semi jackknifed and cut off both directions of traffic. And anyway,
there are less than 2 inches of snow on the ground.
There's not here. There's probably 6 inches here.
6 inches, my ass.
It's a bit icy.
It's very snowy out here.
Man,
I came from work to my house in Langford, and we have like a minimum double the snow that is in town.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Like we have so much snow at work. The kids were tobogganing. There was a lot of tobogganing going on at school today.
Well, yeah. Again, sounds like a terrible day that you've had.
So they didn't close the school down?
No.
But they kicked you specifically out. Like they just told you were going to get out.
They're like, lived on the West Shore. We're dismissed to try and get home because somebody who left before us took like 3 hours.
That sounds amazing. I don't know what is the complaint. You got to leave work.
Scary.
It's scary.
It was a scary drive.
I bet you were doing 30 kilometers an hour the entire time.
Oh, I wasn't even doing 30.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Sounds awful.
I wasn't scared about me. I was scared about the fucking douchebags and their fuck Trudeau stickers and their giant trucks whipping by me at 3,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, but they have the proper truck for that. That's okay.
They might have the proper truck, but I have no faith in their ability to drive because the douchebaggery that comes with them is like all little tiny dick energy.
I feel like those guys are good.
Well,
I don't think they are.
I think you can say what you want about them, but I think I get a good driver vibe from fuck.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
Say what you want about them, but just get the fuck Trudeau tires, and you'll be fine. You'll be able to drive.
Got his face every 2 inches, so just driving over him.
Anyway, it was an unpleasant drive. You have a BMW, so you probably just would have been stuck and fucking everybody over. Left like your alarm on the ferry or some bullshit like that.
I don't even have an alarm. That's how trusting I am.
You're a dick.
Right
now, I hate Dan. That's my hate. It's Daniel.
Do you know that? Did you guys know this? Sorry, I'm tagging on to that alarm on the ferry thing. But I didn't know this. But our friend Burke, he drives a Tesla, and he drove me to Vancouver, and he left me in the back of the car. And when I went to get out, the Tesla alarm went off, but they also play like heavy metal music and the lights flashing in the car.
Really?
Like it's like torture. Like just to get criminals to leave.
Yeah, did you Shazam the song?
I
A minute, I know this song.
Hey, what is this? This
it
shit
was
ripped.
so
What is
I was so scared. Like it set the alarms off other cars around me.
Did it feel
Oh,
like you were? Did it feel like you were in like a goth version of the Cash Cab?
No, it felt like I was on Wheel of Fortune at Guantanamo Bay. Like that's what I felt like.
Wheel of Misfortune.
I didn't know they did that. I'm never being left in a car like that again.
I didn't know they did that either. Yet another
Why
reason.
did he leave you in the car?
Yeah.
Well, he went to go check into the hotel, and we were kind of he was sneaking me in to the hotel so we wouldn't have to pay for another person.
I did that this weekend too. I snuck someone into a hotel so I wouldn't have to pay for them, and then had to give up my continental breakfast voucher.
They make you have a voucher.
Why can't you go?
Don't they just put?
Oh my god! So here's my okay. Shall I get into my weekend?
Yeah, please.
Because I went to Powell River.
Oh, Powell River, for those of you who don't know, is really bad.
It's my first time in Powell River.
Forever?
And you know what? I've never been there before. It's a cute little town. Okay. For fuck's sake.
I had to kiss my wife goodbye.
It's a cute, like when you get off the ferry, I'm like, oh my god, this is kind of cute. It kind of has like Oregon coast vibes a little bit.
Mm-hmm, sure. Yeah, at first glance. And also, by the way, if you go actually into the towns on the Oregon coast, it's not a good situation.
Yeah, so it's similar, right? So it's similar.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're there for a hockey tournament, obviously, because I don't know why any other reason to go to Powell River.
I do comedy there sometimes, and I wouldn't be there for any other reason.
Yeah, well, hockey tournament sounds kind of similar. So off we go to the hotel. You get there. She's like, first of all, she phoned me the day before. She's like, are you the manager of the hockey team? I'm like, yeah. She's like, we're going to need your number in case there's any tomfoolery with the children. I'm like, well, you already because I checked in.
You what?
I gotta keep my dog out here driving fucking crazy. Yeah.
Dude, you got so much. I'm so sorry. There's so much editing happening in this episode.
That's okay. Well, it'll be fun clips. There'll be a lot of dog incident clips.
Hey, Sarah, can we do something with your audio? Because it's I think it's doing a thing.
It's a delay, right?
Yeah, there's a delay, but
Really?
I think there's a way to fix it. It's like if you go to audio settings, and then sorry, Shane, you gotta edit this out, buddy.
That's okay. That's fine.
I'm on my Yeti Nano mic.
Yeah, so go into audio settings.
Yeah, and go select. Should I go same as system audio?
Yeah, go zoom
that
back,
better?
back. See where it says zoom background noise removal?
No, on what?
Go into your audio. There's a little up arrow. Click on that.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, now you should be in audio settings.
I'm in audio. Oh, click on audio settings. Okay.
See where it says zoom background noise removal?
Yeah.
Put it to medium.
Okay. Is that better? Is that better?
Well, yeah, we'll have to see as it goes, because it's like when more than one person starts talking, sometimes it doesn't catch the first thing you say.
Yeah, I thought it was like my headphones, but maybe
no. I've been meaning to say that. Anyway, yeah. Okay, we'll just keep going and we'll see what happens. But so far, it's
okay.
Yeah,
better. Okay, so
it's better, totally better. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we go to Powell River. I go check into the hotel, which I didn't book. The tournament booked us into this hotel. This place is a dump, like a dump. And when I go to sign in, because I signed in for just me and my son, but then I ended up bringing another kid with me, and they're like, "Well, that's going to be $15 a person, an extra person a night." I'm like, "Fuck you!" Like, we're not asking for an anyway. So I was like, "Oh, it's just the two of us." I snuck the other kid in. They wouldn't give me. I'm like, "Can I have like?" I went down to, you know, you always go to pretend you lost your key so you get another one.
No, man, I've never done anything.
What? No.
Like if you're sneaking somebody in.
Why don't you just share the thing?
Because I've got me and two kids, so I need 3 keys, right?
I understand what you did. I've just never had to do that. But
I sneak a lot of teenagers in.
You sneak a lot of teenage boys into hotels?
Yes.
Wow.
Usually I just go down to the front desk. I'm like, dude, I locked my key. Can I have another one?
Where
So I
was the
go down
hotel? Epstein Island?
Don't be gross. So I go down to do that, and they're like, "We'll give you another key, but we're going to deactivate the one that you locked in the room." I'm like,
Oh, those bastards.
I'm like, oh, okay. So they did that, and then I also had to call down for extra towels, and they wouldn't give me extra towels until I returned all the ones I'd already used.
What? Okay,
That's insane.
It was insane.
First thing, if you ask for a new key, of course they're going to deactivate the other one. They can't just have a random person find a hotel key and then be able to come in.
Like it's in my upstairs in my room.
Yeah, but they don't know that. They think you lost it. Like, I get that. I understand that.
Yeah.
That
Never had that happen before, and I do this every time.
I understand in principle why you would do that, but the towel thing, get bent. Towels are free at hotels.
Yeah. You're supposed to just put them in the shower, right? Like when you're done with them, and then they replace them.
If you need more towels,
until I brought the new ones down, and then they had continental breakfast, but you had to bring down a voucher.
Oh, this hotel sucks.
It was awful. And then they had like this list of rules for the kids, like it was just no. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my
like,
God.
what do you want them to do? So I'm like, okay, and they're like, and if they play mini sticks, we're phoning the cops immediately. I'm like,
what's mini sticks?
You're gonna call the cops because mini sticks is like they play hockey like in a hallway on their knees.
Tiny sticks.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're like, we're not even gonna phone you. We're going directly to the police. I'm like,
oh, really? Can you imagine?
Kids do that?
Yeah.
One of our coaches is a cop.
Hotels?
He's like, that's my fucking dream call. We're bringing our own mini sticks to that shit. Like, right?
Dude.
Is there nothing better to do at Powell River than call the police on a bunch of 15-year-olds playing mini sticks?
Why can't they play mini sticks in the room?
No congregating. And then there's like a courtyard. So they had a football. They're playing football in the courtyard. Hard no. Not allowed to do that.
That's
They were fucking hitting. This place was insane. Like they were like, it was crazy.
It sounds this almost sounds worthy of a bad review.
Oh yeah. That's bad.
It probably is.
I'm not a bad review guy, but hey, you can be like, hey, we don't can you please not have the kids play mini sticks in the hallway? It's really disruptive. Fair enough. That is true. That's really
that is true.
But to just be like, we're gonna call the cops if we even see a mini stick is insane. I wonder what
the name mini stick just makes me laugh. I don't know. Do they have a better name for that? I've never heard of that before myself.
Like we stayed at a hotel a year ago in Chilliwack, and they gave us conference room for mini sticks. So like, we know the kids want to play mini sticks.
That's so cool.
We have no conference room here. Take this conference room, and the children can set up their mini. They like took all the chairs and made boards and stuff. It's a hotel.
You should have been like, hey, is it okay if they play Beyblades in the hallway and see what they say to that?
From our stadiums.
Yeah, Sarah, your audio's cutting out when you say the first thing. Are you talking into your mic?
Yeah, it's right here.
Maybe it's too far away.
Maybe.
Pretty close to me. Like it's right here.
Oh, that sounded better actually.
Yeah, it did.
That did?
Yeah.
Shall I hold it?
Yeah, maybe hold it. Yeah, that's better. It's like it's cutting out. It's missing like the first half of your sentences. This podcast has always been like that though. So.
Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, that sounds.
No, I had issues too.
That all sounds terrible. Powell,
but
terrible place.
We kicked all their asses and won gold.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The kid had 10 goals in 5 games. It was good.
Dang.
I love it. I love being the best player on a house hockey team. I've done that. It's the best.
I don't think he's not the best player on the team, but he's a good player.
He's not?
Nope.
Keeps telling me he's the best player on the team.
He likes.
Is he gonna go pro?
No.
No.
Maybe
he definitely has.
I don't know how sports work, so
0% chance of even playing junior B, which is like the shittiest of.
But that means he plays for the love of the game, which is great.
You know what? And I said, do you want to try out for rep next year? And he's like, no way, that won't be fun. He's like, I just want to play to have fun. He's like, I'd way rather get tons of ice time and rip it up than be like mediocre and hardly get any ice time and be. And
if you're not trying to advance like to pro, then yeah, that makes sense. I agree. Just have a good time. I played rep B, and then my last year I played house hockey, and I did the same thing. I scored like tons of goals per game. I had like so many penalty minutes. I was a complete piece of shit. It was so fun.
He's not allowed to take any more penalty minutes, or his mom's not going to pay for him to play hockey anymore. He was
Yeah,
quite well behaved this time.
That's what my dad said too. What Shane? What's up with you, dude? Because I feel like you didn't get a fair shake last episode.
Oh, that's okay. Well, let me first say that my dad listens to this podcast now. And he's gonna be very upset. He's gonna be very upset by this conversation. Because one of his biggest disappointments is that I never went into hockey to follow his footsteps. So, just so you know.
Why didn't he make you? He should have just made you do it.
Well, he made me do soccer and basketball, and then he went above the disappointment because I started playing golf, because I like golf a lot.
Do you play golf?
Yeah. We've talked about this.
Okay, well, I would like to play golf.
Yeah, I'm reasonably good at golf. I love golf, because you can drive the carts, you can drink, do things.
Just drink the whole time. You're welcome to invite your dad to one of my son's hockey games. He can sit with our dad there, and they can do dad grandpa things.
Honestly, he would love that. He loves hockey.
He should come.
Yeah, but anyway, so I guess I didn't tell you guys what happened to me last episodes because we ran out of time, but please excuse me, I'm a bit sick right now, so I sound nasally, and that's
fine.
Okay, good. Yeah, I sound normal because my nose is always okay. So I was gonna tell you guys I had this insane day. I was going to get a haircut, and I was very excited. And then after the haircut,
is this hold on? Is this the same hairstylist who didn't remember who you were?
Yeah, and and that ties into it a bit. So I got an Uber because after my haircut, I was going to get dinner and then going to play laser tag. So this day was like, I was set up for like probably one of the best days of my life that could have happened here. So I got an Uber. I was in the Uber, but I don't know. Are you guys like tote bag people?
Yeah.
You guys?
Yeah, I'm a tote bag guy.
I have a chick.
Yeah. I'm a tote bag fan for sure, but it's a problem because I've started I lose my stuff all the time when I use it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, like you have too many things in it?
Like I'm just not used to it. Like I'm new tote bag guy, so I like forget that I have a tote bag, and then I like lose.
Oh, leave it somewhere.
Leave it places. Yeah, or I'll forget to my wallets in it like that.
Well, you just Oh, by tote bag, y'all mean a purse, right? Like y'all have purses?
No, a tote bag.
Yeah, a tote bag. I call mine a purse.
It's a man purse.
I call mine hey, they don't call it lady voting. to quote Ryan Pangma.
Oh my God.
Anyway. So I got a new tote bag. It's Lord of the Rings themed. I was very excited about it. My girlfriend even said, okay, stop laughing so hard. My girlfriend said, I don't know about this, if you should take this in public. I don't know if you're ready for like what's coming your way with this new look, right? But I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to put a camera in there, my joke books, snacks. I got some granola bars.
Yeah, I love this, dude. This is great. Good for you, man.
My wallet's in there. Anyway, I get in the Uber, and we're having like back and forth conversation. But I noticed the Uber, like it smells like cigarettes, which was kind of weird because usually Uber is like a really nice car, right?
Yeah, you shouldn't be smoking darts in your Uber if you're driving Uber. That's crazy.
And the guy said, at a red light with very desperate eyes, please, for the love of God, can you give me 5 stars? I've had a really bad day. And I'm like, yeah, no problem, man. And like, but then I look in the front seat, there's like garbage and shit. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? But anyway, we're talking, and then it comes up to like politics, which I'm not a political guy, but he says, this is what weighs on me. He says, must be really tough for you guys these days. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, and this is 100% true. I'm not exaggerating this. He said, it must be really tough for you guys these days. And I say, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like for me? And he said, like Trump's coming down pretty hard on the LGBTQ community. And then it put me in a little bit of a
like he thought you were
rock
gay?
and a hard place. Yeah, and I at first I was like, oh, it must be the tote bag, but like I can't be like, no, I don't want to say like, no, I'm not gay, because I'm like, I don't care if he thinks I'm gay, all this stuff. So I'm like, oh, I was just confused, like about was it my look, was it a tote bag?
You're confused about your sexuality, yeah.
So I text my girlfriend. She was like, oh, you know that I put up like a medium-sized pride flag outside of our door just to show the neighborhood that we're like pro. And that's what he saw when he picked me up.
Oh, that's really funny.
But it was also such a compliment, but it was kind of weird. But anyway,
really good, dude. That's so funny.
But that's just the beginning. Sorry, this is gonna be a minute or two.
I love this.
Please. Oh my
I don't
God.
want to go. I'm not gonna go too long, but
no, you should.
Got nothing but time, brother.
I get to the haircut. I'm already like, what the hell? Like, I don't know. The cigarette smoke there. I gave the guy 5 stars. It's already kind of weird. I don't know if he's on Trump's side or he's like feeling bad because of that. I don't know what's going on. So I go to Whistle Boy. I like have a couple drinks.
That's a brewery. Yeah. Go on.
I have a couple drinks because I'm early for the haircut. So I'm like, I have a couple drinks. I go out to my haircut. And let me tell you guys this. I'm not exaggerating, but this is the first time I am killing at the hair place with jokes. Like the hairdresser is like crying, laughing. I'm just like zippity doo, like all this stuff. Crying, laughing. She cuts my hair. I see the hairstylist that didn't let me into her house. I say to her, if I ever need help again, I'm never coming to your house again, to the whole salon. And she looks embarrassed and I leave. And so I leave and I go to like have some food and I look at my new haircut in my phone, and she laughed so hard she left a chunk of my sideburn on my head.
Oh no!
And it's still kind of there. Can you see?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah,
like compared to this one.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah,
it's darker. Yeah, she
she
fucked you over. You just gotta. You're just put. Do you have like a beard trimmer or anything? Put it on one.
Well, I'm too scared.
I would rather have a little patch there than an extra patch of hair.
I had another couple drinks with some like my girlfriend and some of our friends, and I was like, oh, I should maybe tell the hairstylist. So I took a photo. I'm like, everyone's making fun of me. How dare you? Just as a joke. And then she got very upset. She's like, I'm booking you in and stuff. Like, it was bad.
Like she's gonna fix it?
Yeah, but I told her I lied. I said I could fix it myself, but I haven't yet.
You ruined that girl's night, Shane.
Well, I apologized a bunch of times.
But anyway, missed the spot.
Yeah, you're allowed to ruin her night if she fucked your hair up.
Yeah, if you tell
one job.
If someone messes your hair up and then you let them know that they missed a spot or whatever, and then it ruins their night, you didn't ruin their night. They ruined their own night. You are very much it's totally okay to just lovingly be like, hey, good haircut, but like you missed a little spot. And then if she freaks out and is mortified over that, then like that's her problem, dude.
But I was like, I'll fix it myself. And then after I text her that, there was no response. And then I'm like, oh, I just bought a new Japanese pocket knife. Why don't someone else try it at the table? And so I got all these guys to try and do it with this Japanese pocket.
Were you at a table of comics?
No, just regulars. And then I noticed that the server looked quite disturbed that people were putting a knife up to my...
Yeah, where can I ask what bar you were at?
We're at the what's a taco place called on Yates near London? London
Boomtown.
Boomtown.
Yeah, I was to say Howdy Doody Bar, but Boomtown.
Yeah, that's a weird place to have your knife out on your head. That's
well, it's a tiny knife. It's like about that.
But it didn't work, obviously.
Okay, here's my question about that place, because I've only been in the summer. How did they deal with the winter? Because it's quite an outdoorsy restaurant.
They put tents
warmers in there.
Okay. Yeah, it's delicious. I love it there.
It's great. Yeah,
I think it's fine.
I think it's a health hazard if someone is using a pocket knife to shave hair off the side of your head.
you shouldn't be shaving. Yeah, you shouldn't be shaving at a restaurant.
But it's dog friendly. You can take your dogs in there.
That's true. Yeah.
but you're not shaving the dog.
But you could.
Yeah, could you imagine?
So I guess.
Hey, are you dog friendly? Oh, you are? Okay. You're like shearing your dog.
Just start grooming their nails.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a dog grooming business. Where is it out of? It's at the Boomtown patio.
You're free with your fucking talk shows.
So I guess I have two problems is like, what do you say to that Uber driver, or do you just let it go, deal with the smells?
You don't say.
And what do you say to the hairdresser? Like, what? I don't know. Any of these situations were like new to me. So
I will tell you.
I would have ignored. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I would have ignored the Uber drivers thinking you may be homosexual, but I would not have given him 5 stars because I feel like he tried to bully you into it.
He was desperate.
I would have been like, yeah, I'll give you 5 stars, and then got out of the car and be like, fucking absolutely not.
Okay.
Because he'd give me less stars.
Here's the thing. First of all, yeah, don't address him thinking you're gay. Who cares?
I love that. Yeah, I just
you're never gonna see him again. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't really matter at all.
I just wondered why.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. But
well, now
also,
you know you have a pride flag.
Also, it's the tote bag. Probably Lord of the Rings.
Combination of Lord of the Rings and the pride flag.
No, it was a compliment. I was just like, wow, what? Okay.
I wish someone thought I was a lesbian. Okay, sorry, Daniel.
I'm giving the guy 5 stars.
Why?
Because unless the person is like horrible, just give people 5 stars. Who cares? Who gives a shit?
I do every time. Yeah,
it really affects people's business if you don't. Like it really.
I just don't even bother giving them anything.
That's awful.
Yeah, give them 5.
Like I tip them. I just don't give them any stars. Did they?
Yeah, have you looked at your rating?
No, I rarely take an Uber, and I usually only in America, so I don't really give a fuck.
My rating.
I only tip if it's been like a really good time, but I'm also like because I take a lot of Ubers and it adds up. It's kind of a lot.
I'm at 4.96.
Where's my phone? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna see what I've got.
4.96 is great, dude. I always give 5 stars though.
Yeah, me too. I'm always a 5-star guy.
Are you?
Yeah.
How do you tell?
I'm 4.89.
Nice.
Is that good?
I think so. It's out of 5, isn't it?
That's pretty good considering I take a lot of Ubers.
Imagine we found out it's out of 10.
Can you get bad reviews? Can I see them?
I don't think so.
This guy was a total dick. Didn't tip.
Yeah, this guy's gay.
Gay to me.
As far as the barber situation goes, I get it. Like my barber's my friend, and she has missed spots before, and I just don't say anything because I'm like, it's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
And I have like a little beard trimmer, so if I have what happened to you, I could fix it in 5 seconds, like a second.
Yeah, I have one, but I
just go fix. So no big deal. But I probably wouldn't say anything. But like in principle, I what is yours, Sarah?
5.0, motherfuckers.
How many Ubers?
What?
How many Ubers have you taken? 3?
I don't know.
Probably like
and they had 0 5 stars, and you have 5.
Yeah, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that.
5 stars, you guys.
You don't deserve 5 stars. Though. You're not.
I got it.
You're not 5-star people. You don't deserve 5 stars. That's.
No.
I always.
I'll start giving them.
I will tell you because we get star reviews at Heckler's at the comedy club for all the shows, and 4 stars suck. It sucks when you get them because it brings your average down. Our average is 78% 5 stars, and it's like it's frustrating. You know what though? Boomer complaint. Sometimes boomers don't know that 5 stars is good. They're just like, that show was good, gold star, and they just do one.
Oh God!
Because my own aunt, who loves me and comes to all my shows, she was at my album recording and gave it 1 star. But then, in the comments was like, "This show was so good." Like, so often you see somebody go off and they're like, "What an amazing show! Great service, great everything," and then they're like 1 star, and it's like,
Dan, You're missing an opportunity to use that like on a poster. Like,
Yeah.
My aunt, 1 star. This was an amazing show.
That's great. That's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think in principle, yeah, man, say something. If you don't like your haircut, you can totally say something, and you don't have to do it in a way where
I did.
Yeah.
But
But you don't have to feel bad about it because she reacted in an intense way. That's on her. She's like, you're not responsible for the way she reacts. You're only responsible for.
I think the issue that kept me up at night for like multiple evenings is that, as a comedian, you want to leave in a laugh.
Yeah.
You would have thought I was like one of the best comedians in the world if you saw me at this salon. I'm telling you.
I don't know, man.
I was killing so hard with the hairstylist that the people beside me were getting a haircut at different styles were laughing.
That's incredible.
And then I bombed by saying this, bringing up the cut. So
no, you're fine. You're fine. And she probably only reacted that way because she was worried that you were upset. You know what I mean? She's probably not even. Neither of you are probably even that big a deal. Like, this is what we do as people. We like react super heavily to like it's like to prove that you feel the way you think you're supposed to feel in that situation. Does that make sense? But really, it's like, it's probably not that big a deal. She's probably not thinking about it. She's like putting.
I bet she's been up every night thinking about how she fucked your hair up.
Making a manifesto of different comedians to kill and putting on lipstick like Steve Buscemi.
Well, we just became Facebook friends, and every photo I've taken this week is just of that spot.
Yeah. That's it. That's so funny.
Anyway.
Well, okay. I wrote down some stuff. I didn't bring this up on the last episode. We started talking about Edmonton weather, and then I got sidetracked. But I wanted to say that Budget Rent-A-Car rented me a car. I rented a car because I was in Edmonton for the week, and they gave me the guy was like, how do I say this without sounding racist?
Sorry, I'm already laughing.
Yeah. The man was a young guy, immigrant from the country of India, and he was like really stressed out. Like when I got there, he was like running around doing a million things, probably the only guy working. And I was like, hey, he started helping me. He's like, how can I help you? And his energy was terrible. And I was like, hey, I said, hey, and I like smiled and I was like, everything's all good. I'm like, because he seemed like he was like worried that I was like upset maybe or something. And I was like, hey man, I'm like, everything is cool. Everything's all good. We can just have a good time. And he like literally his whole body relaxed and he smiled. And then I gave him a fist bump. I'm like, we're good. And he was like, okay, great. And then we started chatting and we're getting the stuff done. His whole demeanor changed. And then he's like, he was like, I got a car for you. He's like, I got a car for you. Like he was stoked to give me like this car. And he was like, I got a special car for you kind of thing. And he gives me the keys. I'm like, okay, man, thanks. You have a good day. He's like, you have a good night, blah, blah, blah. And then I leave. And then I go out into the parking garage and I'm looking for the car, and you just sort of hit the button. If they don't walk you to the car, you just sort of hit the button until you find the car you like, or the car that's yours. And I see the lights come on and I'm like, oh, okay, there's my car. So I walk down the aisle to the car and I get up to it. This dude gave me a Dodge Charger, like a muscle car with a hood scoop and a spoiler. And I think I think he thought that I would think it was cool. I think. And I was like, I started laughing right out loud. I'm like, what about me says that I want a Dodge Charger?
I thought you were gonna say like a van.
No, it was like
funny.
It was like this
van.
Yeah, like it looked like it should come like preloaded with Nickelback playing when you open the door. Like my buddy Ryder was like, well, at least you can just park on people's lawns. And then I start driving the car and I'm a little concerned about it because he was like, do you want winter tires? It's extra money if you want winter tires. I'm like, no, because there wasn't snow in the forecast, even though it was Edmonton. And I'm like, I don't think I'll need winter tires. I'm just driving in the city. I'm not highway driving. I'm sure it's fine. And then, yeah, so it was funny, but totally fine for the first few days. It was like +4. And then there were like a crazy blizzard happened. And it got down to like -27. And the car turns out
You didn't have the winter tire.
not only does it not have winter tires, it's rear wheel drive. So now I've got a no winter tire, rear wheel drive Dodge Charger with a spoiler and a hood scoop. And I'm trying to drive around town and I'm flying all over the place. And I'm like, what the fuck did this guy give me this car for? Why did you give me this car?
And it's such a flashy car that everyone noticed you fucking up. Like everyone's like, look at that fucking guy.
Douchebag on earth.
Yeah, everybody look at this douchebag in his Dodge Charger with rear wheel drive out here. I'm like, it's a rental. And I can't be like, I'm from Victoria, because then it's even worse. And then I'm like, so I called the place.
Oh man.
All budget. And I'm like, hey, this is the situation. And the lady's like, well, some of those cars are rear wheel drive, and some of them are all wheel drive. I guess he just did, and he probably just didn't know. And I'm like, okay, but don't you think that's something that you should check when you're renting a car in Alberta? Don't you think that that is something that would be like on a checklist where, granted, he might not know, but he works at the place. So isn't it his like job to know?
Maybe the rear wheel drive cars in Edmonton should just not be rented in the winter.
Well, that's okay. So this was my interaction with the first lady. She told me where I could go and to see if they would switch it out. So then I drove to the place to get it switched out. It was crazy. I had to drive like 10 kilometers an hour to get there. People were honking at me. It was because I'm not exaggerating. Like if I moved the wheel in any direction, I was sliding all over the place. Like it was crazy. And then like super unsafe. And then I got to the place and this lady was like, why did they rent this to you? It was like, these are supposed to be grounded until summer. They should not have given you this car. And I'm like, thank you. I feel seen. I thank you very much. And
even the Batmobile doesn't get rented in the winter time.
Yeah, dude. And then so she was like, I unfortunately don't have another car, but this other place will have one. It has a all-wheel drive car. So I had to get it to another place. And then this lady who helped me was like just the meanest lady in the like barely even spoke to me. It was so rude. But I finally got a car and it was fine. But like I just think it's funny that this dude was like, I've got a car for you. I got the car you want to have. And like obviously he thinks it's a cool car.
Like when you went up to, so you got a weird vibe off the bat from the guy. Like, did you think that he didn't like you or did he like you?
No, he liked me for sure. We were having a good time. Like we were.
So he just thought it was cool. He's a cool car.
Yeah, he thought it was a cool car and tried to give me a cool car. I'm sure. There is, I mean, who knows? Maybe he was like, maybe he was like, fuck this guy. Pretend to be his friend and then give him his best car, which is very funny if that is the case.
So you like how long have you been playing GTA on PS5?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Hit that, pop the e-brake. So that happened. So but I do have so this weekend I went to Moncton, New Brunswick for the Hubcap Comedy Festival, which I want to say, unbelievably good time. It's so fun. The Winnipeg Comedy Festival is also really good. They take great care of you. It's such a fun time. But with Winnipeg, you're like doing a TV taping and there's a bit of tension. Like it's just kind of a little more. This festival, there's no TV taping. It's just, you're just doing shows. And you do 6 30-minute shows in 3 days. So you're going from show to show. The driver, you have all these, there's like a detailed spreadsheet of when you're getting picked up and where. So they pick you up, they drive you to the gig, you do your set, you immediately come off stage, find the driver, and then go to the next place. There's no like, so there was no there was no setting up a camera, there's no selling merch. There's like none of that stuff. You're just there to do comedy and that's it.
That's so cool.
Really fun. And the hangs, man, it was such a good crew of people. I got in at like 1:30 in the morning. And I immediately went to I don't think we've had him on the show, but he will be. He's gonna be in Victoria in a couple, probably the week this comes out, I think, or maybe the week before. I don't know. So I'm not gonna bother plugging it. But Toronto comedian Rob Bebenek is like one of the funniest comics in Canada. He's a storyteller. I was there for his special taping in Toronto, and he sent me his set list, and his set list for his entire hour had 5 jokes on it, and that's it. It's like all these long stories. It'd be so funny, man. And so it's him and another comedian from Ottawa who is, I mean, you could argue that he's the best comedian in the country, but it was him and Rob Pugh.
Wow.
Like Shane, you've seen Rob, right?
Rob's killer.
Rob
amazing.
Pugh, as good as it gets. Rob. So I will tell you that I think that every Canadian comedian should experience watching Rob Bebenek and Rob Pugh drink a 2.6 of bourbon in a hotel room at 1:30 in the morning, because
that's insane.
Funnest time, such a fun time. The whole Mo Ishmael was there too. He's also going to do our podcast. Like just Sam Burns, like great hangs. Everybody was so fun and nice, and it was just the best hang. I had a great time. Moncton, however, cute town. It was so cold there. Like it was -20 or something. And here's the thing. It's the Maritimes, right? So I thought if it was, I didn't think it would get that cold there. And they have, it's cold. Like it has Alberta temperatures, but then the West Coast wetness. It has both things.
Oh,
and at once.
That's awful.
Yeah. You can't have both things.
You do.
It's one or the other. You don't get to be Alberta cold and also ocean cold. You don't get to be. You didn't know that you could have both those things, and so it was super, super cold. Also got to hang out with Nathan McIntosh, who is great and very funny dude. Jeremy Hotz was there, and so was Mike Wilmot, legendary Mike Wilmot.
How's he doing these days?
Just the same. Very much the same. Tim Nutt. So many like old school like Canadian comedy legends were there. It was like a really fun time.
I love Tim Nutt.
Couple things. First of all, I was on the plane at the only complaint I had about the festival is they flew me home at 5 a.m. Like my flight left at 5 a.m. So I just didn't sleep. I just stayed up the whole time and then went to the plane.
Do you think there's a lot of
what?
Sorry, I was just wondering how many options there are to fly out of Moncton.
Well, I'm not sure, but the flight was at 5. It was brutal.
It's early.
So I'm on the plane, sitting on the tarmac at 4:30 in the morning. The plane is playing a Bruno Mars song, like over the little speakers in the cabin, and it's like a hype song, and I'm like, man, this is not.
Is it the song that's about 9/11?
I don't know that song. Is that a real song?
No.
I wish it was.
If you're feeling really hot and the tower's going down, go boom, 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 boom.
Steel beams.
I'm hot, so hot that I can melt steel beams. I'm hot. Gonna.
Oh my God.
Maybe I'm falling for you like Building 7.
Okay.
Anyway, they're playing this song. It's like a hype song. It's not the vibe for 4:30 in the morning. Nobody wants to listen to Bruno Mars at 4:30 in the morning plane at all. And they're playing, not only that, but they're playing the same song on repeat.
No.
Same song over and over again. And I'm like, I have headphones on, so it's okay. But like just the fact that I can't take my headphones off without hearing this is bothering me. Just the fact that there are definitely people on this plane who do not have headphones, who are experiencing this. Here's the crazy part. They played the song through the whole flight.
No.
Never stopped?
Never stopped. They played the song the entire time. They played the song on repeat for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Did anyone say anything?
I don't know because I had my headphones on. I couldn't believe it was happening. But I had headphones, so I was okay. But I'm like, this had to be a glitch or like something, right? Because they only ever play music while the plane's boarding. But
they must have had on Bruno Mars FM. I think that's the
Just
station they get out there.
He's the pilot. So that all happened. I also
That's
have
crazy, dude.
I have my boomer complaint of the week.
I'm sorry, but I can't get over that. Playing the same song over and over again. Like if I was in the dentist's office and they were playing the song over and over again, I would like start writing a kill list, like, and leave.
Really,
I'd be like, I'm keeping these cavities. You can't leave a plane.
Yeah, it's not.
So you're just sitting there going insane. Like,
I would hijack the plane.
Basically,
so bad.
I had to have an MRI on my brain once. No, CAT scan, MRI.
I have MRI on my brain.
On my brain, and you're I don't know if y'all have had one, but you're in there the whole way. Like the only thing sticking out of your toes, and it's like 6 inches from your face, and it's
they
very
play
loud.
Music, right?
And they play music.
What kind of music do they play? Do you have an option?
Well, they say, what do you want to hear? And I was like, I don't know, throw some country on. Like, let's, if I got to be in there, I like country. So I get in there. Sorry, this happened twice. The first time I got in there, first song comes on, Live Like You Were Dying by Tim McGraw. I'm like, okay.
Wow, that's...
And I know. And then the second time, I'm like, okay, I'll try this again. This is like 6 months later. I'm like, okay, let's try country again. No, it wasn't country. It was Supertramp's Greatest Hits. And I was in there for over an hour in this machine. And all I heard was Supertramp, just Supertramp, stuck in a machine with Supertramp.
Yeah,
Can't
you talk to them?
It's so loud. I don't even know if they could hear you. I was like,
you should start screaming.
So loud you felt like you were at a Supertramp concert?
Kind of, and his voice is quite shrill. It's quite shrill.
Well, this reminds me of when I got my vasectomy, and the guy was playing classic rock in the vasectomy room when he was giving me a vasectomy, and the first song was first song that came on. Did I tell this story on the podcast already? The first song I tell it on stage, but the first song that came on was Bob Dylan's "How Does It Feel?" And then
better than Cuts Like a Knife.
Well, he then played Kansas "Dust in the Wind."
Oh.
And then I asked him, I made a joke. I'm like, hey, man, did you make a vasectomy playlist? And then he said, no, if I did, it would have had The First Cut Is the Deepest. And I was like, this guy.
You're like, I like this guy.
I like this guy. I like the cut of this guy's jib,
so to speak.
Well, okay, I got my boomer complaint of the week.
Okay, what is it?
I was in line at one of the venues for at one of the shows in Moncton, and 110 person venue, one bathroom. Crazy already, one bathroom.
That's not okay.
So I'm standing in line. It's me and another lady, a woman like my age, and then a boomer lady, walked up to the line, asked if there was just one bathroom to the girl in front of me, and she said yes. And then she made a joke about it, and then she turned around, looked at me, made eye contact, and then just got in line in front of me.
What?
Did you call her out?
No.
Why?
Because I thought it was funny.
I still think it was funny and be like, bitch, you need to go in the back of the line.
She made eye contact.
I didn't have to go that.
She bullied you.
I didn't have to go.
I
took a second and I was like, do I have to go to the bathroom that bad? I'm like, no, I can wait. It's fine. So if I had to go really bad, I would have said something, but I don't know. I don't want to live my life on principle. So it's
an exhausting, it's an exhausting existence.
I just let it happen. And then she went in ahead of me, and then she for sure did not wash her hands.
Did she take a big dump too without a fucking courtesy flush?
No, she didn't do that. She definitely just peed, but she didn't wash her hands. And I think I just, I don't know. If you're going to cut in front of somebody, wash your hands.
I agree.
May I say something? This is a recent thing someone's brought up to me, my girlfriend. But when you guys are at home, just sometimes you don't wash your hands.
Oh, if I just take a piss at home?
Yeah.
No, I don't wash my hands at home when I take a piss.
I wash my hands every time, and I don't touch my own privates while I'm fucking doing it.
Yeah, but
here's the thing. It's my bathroom. I know what's been going on in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't piss on my hands. If I peed on my hands, I would wash my hands.
But here's where it gets crazy.
Why is the base of my dick dirty? It's not. Why would it be dirty? I shower every day. What's the problem?
Me too. That was my argument, and so we got in a bit of a fight about this not washing your hands thing.
If I took a dump, I'll wash my hands.
Dump? Yeah, 100%. But piss? No. So I brought this up to a third party.
Scary thing to bring up. Because
but I was really have a trust circle.
I was heated, and I was like, "Hey,
good for you.
Help
me
out
for
here.
Bringing it up. Good for you for bringing it up. I wanted to.
But then she made it worse. She said her boyfriend doesn't wash his hands when he pees in public bathrooms. I'm like, no, wait a second.
You got to do that.
I was like, I'm not on that side at all.
Because you're touching other stuff. There's other stuff going on there. You got to do it. I also want to point out, girls, you're wiping stuff. So you're getting more in there than we are. We're not really.
Maybe that's true.
You don't even.
You're on the outside.
You can take a piss as a dude without even touching your stuff easily. In fact, I do most of the time. I don't even think I do. I don't have some.
I don't understand how your little things work.
I don't have some.
Yeah, I think Bruno Mars has a song about that as well.
Yeah.
I have one more small complaint.
Wait, hold on. I want to say one more thing.
What?
Do you ever say in a bathroom? I've always wanted to say this, and I only said it one time, but I was in there with another dude. And we were both washing our hands, and I was like, "Hey, man, can I ask you something?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Are you just washing your hands because I am?" And he looked at me and he goes, "Yeah, dude." And I was like, "All right." I'm like, "Yeah." I said "me too," which isn't true, but I feel like that does happen. I feel like, dude, I feel like a lot of dudes don't wash their hands after they piss in a public bathroom. Back when I used to drink, I never washed my hands after in a public bathroom. I never did. Now I do. But I do. Unless there was another dude in the bathroom, and then you have to. Because I don't know about you guys, but if I'm in a public bathroom and a dude doesn't wash his hands, I'm like, ew, gross, dude.
Do you immediately go to Seinfeld?
What's that? Yeah, it feels very.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, it feels very.
Or what if you're washing your hands beside another dude washing his hands, and then he goes to get soap and he's out of soap and he's like, "Hey, I need to get some soap," and you put it in your hand and just put it in his hand.
Oh yeah, like you rub your hands together. That's so funny.
We got each other's backs, you know.
You lock eyes and just rub all your hands together. Just a soapy mess. It's hard to tell where my soap ends, your soap begins.
And you say, "You're just doing this because of me, aren't you?"
Yeah. Don't forget the wrists. Work the wrists.
Under the watch strap. Oh, I'm so grossed out. Okay, Powell River. First thing, back to Powell River. I will say Powell River has excellent restaurants. Fucking good. We went for lunch twice. We went to Monk's. So good. And the next night we went to the Coastal Cookery. So good. So yesterday we went to the Coastal Cookery. Our game ended at 1. The next ferry obviously wasn't until 5:15.
Yeah, they do that there.
They do that there. So anyway, we have lunch, we sit at the Coastal Cookery, get on the ferry. So by the time we off the ferry, I'm driving down island, get to just south of Nanaimo. I'm like, I need something to drink to stay awake because this is a long fucking day. So I pull into Tim Hortons. I also haven't eaten anything since 2:00. So I'm like, hey, I just ordered a drink. Bagel. They're like, oh, sorry, we're out of food. I was like,
cut out. You ordered a what?
Oh, I just ordered a drink, and I'm like, and can I get a bagel? And they're like, well, we're out of food. I'm like,
what do you mean you're out of food?
What?
I'm like, what? He's like, we're out of food. He's like, I have 2 donuts. I'm like,
everything? We're out of food?
Yeah. I'm like, so you have no bagels? He's like, no. I'm like, what about a sandwich? Nope. I'm like, okay, what about one of those? I'm like literally
nothing.
That must have been hold on. That must have been really annoying for the dude after he said we're out of food, and then you just started listing every food.
There's no lunch meats. No lunch meats. No butter.
We're out of food. Well, what about this? No, we don't have that. We're out of food. What about this? No,
minimal things to supply at Tim Hortons. Minimal.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I went into Subway one time, and the lady was like, "Hey, before you order anything, we're out of bread." And I was like, "Why are you open?
You have a meat bread?
Why are you open? What are you open for? What are you? This is before they made salads. It was many years ago. I'm like, why the hell are you open, dude? That's crazy."
Well, I will say, I worked at Tim Hortons for 2 weeks in the hospital. Tim Hortons.
Oh yeah.
And I had the job of baking all the food, the breads and stuff. But they didn't train me properly, and they only trained me. The guy that was supposed to train me how to make the sandwich breads and stuff didn't show up, And so I got there at 3 a.m. and all I knew how to do was make blueberry muffins. And the amount of people were so mad that they only had blueberry muffins for one day. The whole day was just blueberry. I made like 500 muffins instead of like making the bread for the meats and like the bagels and
You're eating
everything.
sandwiches on blueberry muffins?
It was so insane. But that might have happened to that guy. Like maybe the guy didn't show up.
It was like early evening. Like I feel like at some point during the day, somebody would have been like, yo, let me come in and make some fucking bagels.
The bread person.
Out of food.
Yeah.
Out of food. Yeah. Anyway, that's my beef. That's my Tim Hortons beef for the week.
That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry that happened to you.
It's all right. My ice cap was sufficient.
Do they have good Chinese food in Powell River? I
thought you were going to say at Tim Hortons, and I was like, I
don't think so.
I would not be surprised.
I just have a theory that small towns have like they always have one really good Chinese spot usually.
Do you know what small towns always have? One really, really good Mexican spot. I've never been to a small town without one excellent Mexican restaurant.
I've been to a lot of small towns that do not have good Mexican spots.
Really?
Yeah.
And the people working there are white.
Virginia.
What is the name of the Mexican restaurant in Cumberland, BC? Because that place kicks.
Oh, that place is really good. I've been there a bunch of times.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
The one in Powell River on the main drag is also good. Peace River, Alberta has an excellent Mexican restaurant.
Huh.
Actually, Nanaimo has a good. That Gina's is good.
No, Gina's is terrible.
Well, it used to be good.
Oh, I went there because I was like, oh yeah, Gina's, that's the place.
I'm sorry, Dan, but they follow me on Twitter, so
they followed me on Twitter too. But that's why I went there, because I was like,
Shane, I will say sometimes Daniel has unrealistic expectations for restaurants, and the rest of us are like, this is good, and he's like, meh.
Well, yeah, when you said the place was good, I didn't believe you. I will say, I'm like, yeah, you think fucking Brown's is good, so
yeah. What do they serve at the? Where'd you go? The Coastal Cafe?
Coastal Cafe. I had a prawn and chicken.
At the restaurant on the ferry?
Yeah, it is. It is. That is, yes.
I had a BC burger and fries. I had a prawn and chicken curry. It was very good.
Hey, speaking of prawns, I watched District 9 last night.
It's great, right?
Remember that movie? That's a great movie.
It's such a good movie.
Really good movie. Yeah.
Really good movie. I don't know why.
Really good movie. I forgot about how good that movie was. It's fucking fantastic. Anyway, just quick.
Yeah, it's so good. That guy the main guy is so good.
Yeah, unknown director Peter Jackson. Very good.
Little known.
He doesn't he make cigarettes? I think
that's what I used to smoke. Were Peter Jackson's.
I did too.
Peter Jackson menthol for myself.
I loved Peter Jackson menthols.
I don't have them with me, but maybe we should tell people if they see us in public, we can give them a sticker now.
That's
I'll put one on my car.
Hey, should we do a live show? Maybe we should. Is anyone listening?
A live show.
Anyone listening?
And also, if you ask me for a sticker, you also get this sticker as well. It's Louis Anderson in Star Wars.
Louis Anderson was in Star Wars?
Yeah, look.
Where did you get that?
Louis Anderson was not in Star Wars.
Yeah, he was. Look at that.
No, that's an Ewok.
No, it's not an Ewok. It's Louis Anderson.
I did not know Louis Anderson.
Like famed comedian Louis. Is he alive or dead?
He's dead.
He's dead, yeah.
He had bad teeth.
Darth Vader.
You can get a Dave Blunt sticker as well.
Who's that?
He's a new rapper. He's really good.
Oh, okay. Great.
He sits down on stage.
Hey, do we know if anyone is listening to this yet?
Just a
no. I haven't looked at the statistics yet.
Yeah, well, we're doing a pretty bad job of. I mean, I'm doing a pretty bad job of promoting it. So
me too.
I'm actually not really doing it either. Let's get. I think we have some listeners.
Our TikToks are doing pretty good.
Okay, well, maybe.
I don't even know we had a TikTok, so that's.
Well, I mean, we're not even.
I sent you them.
I know, but I don't have TikTok, and I don't understand how it works. Every time I download TikTok, I have to to get it off my phone because all of a sudden 4 hours have gone by and I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, I get that.
That's what TikTok is.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
that's why I just get worried about it.
the last video that we had on there, we have 650 views. Not bad.
Are people
The
saying
next
nice
one,
things?
well, no comments.
Okay.
747 views, our latest clip.
Great. Wow, we're on fire. This is awesome.
We
It's going
have
viral.
I upset people on TikTok.
we have
Why?
16 followers.
16. Maybe we'll get by 20 by the end of February.
Hey, tell you what, if we get to 100 followers, we'll do a live show.
Yeah.
We should just do
So
it.
see you at Christmas.
A live show would be so fun.
Well, we've done them.
We've all done them and they are fun.
Yeah,
We need a venue.
Yeah.
Langford Legion.
No, I think we're banned from the Langford Legion. Thanks,
They
Shane. Remember when
they
Shane
love
made me
that.
go back looking for his fucking joke book there?
Well, I
And
thought
I
they
was
might.
had to say to the old man at the bar.
That
it
was
had
Dan's fault.
I don't know. It's a book with a dick on it.
No, and then it wasn't even there.
It wasn't there.
It was
in
under
the
your
car.
seat in your car.
That's not my
So
fault.
that's a thing. Shane made me go back to the Legion to find his dick book.
Okay.
You know what? I lost that book again, and I can't find it.
Okay. So, okay. Here, I upset some people on TikTok today.
What did you do?
I made a TikTok, and I was complaining about. You like how I'm just doing a puzzle while we're.
It's so irritating.
Is it really bothering you?
I
Yes,
really
'cause
have to
you're always
pee. Are we?
focused.
Where?
I have to pee too.
Where-
We're at an hour. Okay, what? Tell us about.
Okay,
your
well, yeah, but we're gonna have to edit a bunch of stuff out. Okay,
We will.
like for instance, all the stuff we just said about our TikTok.
I think we should leave that in. I think we should
Okay,
leave
all
it
right. All right. Yeah, follow us on TikTok. I made a TikTok joking about how fucking far it is to travel across Canada. I'd never flown from Victoria to the East Coast before. The flying itself, 7 hours, but with a
Yeah, it's
layover, it took
it's
me
long.
almost 12 hours to get across the country. Insane. Insane. And so I was doing this joke on stage, and I said it on TikTok, where I'm like, I didn't know how big Canada is. And I'm like, America's trying to take Canada. I'm like, we could give them Saskatchewan and Manitoba, though. And then
No,
the
just
joke,
Alberta.
and then the joke is like, shorten up the flight, which is like doesn't make any
The
sense. You still-
Dumbest thing ever.
but people are like, we're not giving them an inch. We're not giving them a millimeter. And I'm like, buddy, it doesn't even make sense. The thing I said doesn't even make sense. It's like, you don't need to freak out. And even in the caption, I'm like, disclaimer, this is a joke. Kick rocks USA. You can everybody buy Canadian, blah blah blah, this and that. Like I love Canada. I love our blood is from Saskatchewan.
True.
Winnipeg is actually a really great city. I don't think these things, and people are getting so mad on there. And then the last thing I said was, you want Canada? You want to live in Canada? Congrats, you live in Regina, Saskatchewan now. I'm like, enjoy your new national bird. Surprise, it's a bug and it bites you. So people got really mad. People get mad no matter what you do on there. People are
you can't win. You can't win. It's true.
Are you saying like how long it is to fly or drive from?
No,
the whole...
I was flying. It was driving.
Oh,
like a week.
That's like
that's
2
why
week drive.
That's a good thing you could say is how the Freedom Convoy, that's why they're so mad because it took them so long to drive the whole country. Like, by the end, like, oh, for fuck's sakes.
For fuck's sakes, how are we not that? Yeah, that's actually good. I might use that. That's actually really funny. Yeah, that's great. All right, well, we can wrap up, I guess. Hey?
All right.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Sure.
See, I gotta pee. I would
pee.
really like to focus on my puzzle.
But we all wash our hands. Can we make a pact that we're all going to wash our hands after
Yeah,
we?
well, yes, I share a bathroom in my house with other tenants, so I have to.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
It's not as bad as you think, because the two people I share the bathroom with are like homies. I know them, so it's fine. And then also, if you think about how my rent is really cheap, so if you think about like if you had a roommate, you would share the bathroom and then also share the rest of your house. But I share a bathroom, but then I have my own house. So it's actually...
That's weird. I just realized now I've never gone to the bathroom at your house, and I never realized it wasn't in your apartment.
Well, my old apartment...
house.
No. My old apartment did have a bathroom. I moved into
okay.
a new apartment that doesn't, because my rent is...
Oh.
But also, I don't have to clean a bathroom. I just
That's
don't.
great.
Or
That's
buy
totally-
toilet. We have a cleaner, and I don't buy toilet paper. Nothing like that. I don't even have to deal with the bathroom at all.
Are you staying in your new apartment, or are you going back to your old one?
I don't know. We'll see. I do really like it here, but I don't know. It depends on if my rent was continuing to be as insanely low as it is. I'm not even gonna say what it is on here because it's so insanely low. It's crazy.
That's fair.
Anyway,
I really have to go. I really have to pee.
Okay.
cheers,
All right.
thanks everybody for listening.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.